Ladies and gentlemen, I'm in the presence of greatness right now. We're here with the man himself, Peter Cullen. How are you doing today?
Thank you very much, Joey. Thank you for that very nice introduction. Optimus Prime thanks you. Eeyore thanks you. Oh, I've done a few interviews this morning, so I'm a little on the talky side.
Oh, that's great to hear, because I'm not. All right, so Optimus Prime, like, you're big deal. It's a big deal, you know what I'm saying? And so I heard that you were fairly late to the con scene in your Optimus Prime career, so you basically didn't know how famous you were when you started going to cons?
Well, that's true. I didn't find out until 1997, I think. Somebody pointed out that date to me. And it was my daughter, Clara, that insisted that I go to New York and be a part of the convention. I say, why? They wouldn't remember me, you know. And they said, oh, you're great. Dad, no, they love you. I said, how do you know? And he said, just ask the kids at school. And so I did go, and that's when I found out that there was a wonderful following for Optimus Prime. What a great honor, you know.
And that's when you realized you needed bodyguards, right?
Well, they're wonderful people.
Yeah, that's great to hear. We didn't think we were going to get this interview. So many bodyguards wouldn't even let any of us in. But you know what? We were surprised. We thought, what harm is there in asking?
Well, I'm glad you did.
I'm glad we did. And so you're also a voice of another famous character, Eeyore from Winnie the Pooh. How did that happen?
I auditioned, and
of course, well, yeah.
They wanted the duplicate sound of Eeyore that was played by a cowboy, and I unfortunately forget his name. It's been so many years. But Disney wanted, you know, the exact sound. And he had a very, 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 I wouldn't say, well, we have a different interpretation of the role. He was a little more strident, you know, hello, thanks for noticing me, that kind of thing. Pardon me. And I wanted to warm him up a little bit and give him a little more softer edge, you know. So I ended up doing the hello, thanks for noticing me. And as opposed to, hello, thanks for noticing me. You know, he's a little more gravelly. So that's all that.
It's funny because when I found out you're also Eeyore, I instantly heard Optimus Prime and Eeyore now. So it's like, you can't go anywhere without hearing it. And this is the crazy thing. So Michael Bay comes out with a little movie called Transformers in 2007. There's a casting call for Optimus Prime. They have to cast him with, like, they have to audition for him. What's the deal with that? What? So did they just figure out, you know what? We need Peter Cullen, the original Optimus Prime, to do this. So did they come to you, or did you have to audition?
I did audition.
Crazy.
3 times.
3 times.
But that's because they had not yet heard from you guys. The greatest, most tenacious, toughest, convincingly toughest group of fans known to mankind. Optimus Prime fans. You know, I'm an Optimus Prime fan because Optimus, it's not Peter Cullen, it's Larry Cullen, my brother, you know, and his leadership and his inspiration. So they had to contend with the powers to be. Let's talk major studio, Paramount Pictures. They had to contend with Michael Bay. Had to contend with you guys, you wonderful guys and gals. So when they heard you, that's when everything turned around, and that's of course when I developed this wonderful, sensational camaraderie, you know, with people that I had discovered that we were akin. The fans and I were akin. They felt what I was feeling, and that made us like that. So that's why I love them so much. It's not a Hollywood thing. It's not a popularity thing. It's not any of that. It's a bond. It's a link of touching hearts, and I'm proud of that, and I'm honored by it, and it's well, You know what I mean?
We thank you too.
Thank you. Thanks, Joey.
And so, when a new Transformers adaptation happens, and so when Optimus Prime is in it, do you have to audition? Do they ask you, or does it depend?
I mean, for ongoing things or future.
Like TV shows, video games, that kind of thing?
No, I don't have to audition.
So there you go, that's great. All right, so we're going to have to wrap this up. This has been the interview with Peter Cullen. You may know him as Optimus Prime and Eeyore. So can Optimus Prime take us out of this interview?
This is Optimus Prime. You know who you are. Transform and roll out.